Hey guys, this is Dr. Del Millers here, and today I want to talk to you about how to reduce food cravings. I know a lot of people, as they start to develop a healthier way of eating, will start having food cravings. And usually that happens because your body's telling you that something is deficient, right? You're missing something. And what a lot of people do when they start to develop a healthier eating plan is, well, they might cut out some things, but they might start to eat a lot of carbohydrates, and your diet may not be balanced. If your diet is not balanced, then you're going to continue to have cravings because that's your body's way of telling you that something is missing. But let's talk about why you have why you have cravings in the first place. What are the things that people crave the most? How many people you know actually crave broccoli? Right? People usually crave things that are very sweet, right? And that is not surprising because as you eat more carbohydrates and more sweet things, your brain gets happy on glucose. The presence of glucose in your brain just send your brain into its little happy dance, because carbohydrates trigger the opioid receptors in your brain that leads to your brain releasing what we call these happy hormones, right? It's your brain on on carbs. It releases happy hormones. So that's why you have cravings, because your brain actually loves sugar, right? That's its favorite food, sugar. Your brain loves sugar. So the more sugar you eat, the more you will have cravings for sweet things. And as you try to break that cycle, what a lot of people do, they try to eat other things besides sugar, but you may not be eating nutritionally, your food may not be nutritionally dense enough, right? To break the cycle of having cravings, you have to eat nutritionally dense foods, whole foods that will eventually crowd out the taste or the need for the other stuff that you used to crave, right? So if your foods are nutritionally dense, like nutritionally dense vegetables, whole grains, whole foods, those are the kind of things that if you have more of those in your diet, eventually you start to crave less of the simple sugars. But if the simple sugars are still in your diet, you're going to continue to have cravings. Why? Because like I said, every time the brain gets sugar, it gets happy. It just goes giddy. It's like it loves that sugar. So you're never going to break the cycle of food cravings if you continue to eat simple processed carbohydrates. Yes, you can do that every once in a while. Like I said, what you do every once in a while is a treat. What you do 2-3 times a week, that's a habit. That's not a treat. And your habits are either taking you closer to your goals or they're taking you away from your goals. If you're trying to reduce some health condition, you want to develop the habit of eating really dense nutritional foods, whole foods, nothing processed. Like I said in my moderation myth video, you can't have one foot in and one foot out if your goal is to get healthy and reverse a disease condition, right? You have to go all in because that's the only way it's going to work for you. So if your goal here is to reverse your condition and get healthy, then I would recommend a program of really nutritionally dense foods, nutritionally dense whole foods. And if your eating plan right now is really all over the place, I would recommend taking, like going on a 6-week plan where you just cut out everything and focus on 100% nutritionally dense plant-based whole foods over that 6-week period of time. I've had a lot of clients who have gotten rid of their cravings and who have really reprogrammed their taste buds. It's like one of the most difficult things for people is giving up caffeine, and not even the chocolates, giving up the caffeine, because caffeine is addictive, and you go through withdrawal when you do that. But over the course of a 6 to 8 week period of just focusing on giving the body exactly what it needs, filling it up with nutritionally dense foods, so you crowd out the need for all of the processed stuff, you reduce those cravings and you get to a place where you no longer have those cravings. Isn't it worth it? That's a question for you to answer. What is your health worth? What is your life worth? Do you want to continue to be trapped in this cycle of weight loss, weight gain, weight loss, weight gain? Do you want to continue to be trapped in the cycle of trying to manage your disease condition? Why manage your disease condition when you can just get rid of it? Why manage symptoms when you can get rid of them for good? It's up to you. What is your health philosophy? What is your philosophy on life? Philosophy on your health? What do you really want? Do you know what you really want? What do you really value? When you look at these questions, only then will you be able to get beyond, being a slave to your cravings, basically, or being caught in this endless cycle of making some progress and falling back, making some progress and falling back. Like I said, I'm never saying that you can't eat things every once in a while. So no, you don't ever have to just give up everything that you love completely. But like if you're doing them every week, once or twice a week, it's not a treat, it's a habit. And that kind of habit is not going, I'm just being real with you, because I've been doing this for close to 25 years. I've been working with clients. So I've seen what works and I've seen what doesn't work. And I'm telling you, it doesn't work. I've seen it. I've worked with enough people to know that if you have one foot in and one foot out, it is not going to work in the long term. You have to make the commitment to know, this is my way of life. This is what I eat, and this is what I don't eat. And it doesn't mean I have a plan where I know this is what I eat. This is my plan. I eat certain things and I just don't eat certain things. But does that mean I don't eat those things forever? No. If I go to a holiday party, yes, of course I'm going to eat something I don't normally eat. When I go out and do things with my kids, of course, I'm occasionally going to eat something that I usually don't eat. So I'm not saying that you have to be so rigid that forever, for the rest of your life, you can't do something, but you have to develop a way of life, a way of eating, where you say to yourself and you stick by that philosophy, this is what I eat and this is what I don't eat. And the more you practice that, watch your cravings just disappear. The more you practice eating what's on your plan and staying away from the things that are not on your plan, watch your cravings disappear. Watch how much easier it is to resist the temptation to eat things just because you see them. That's one of the things. Sometimes you see food and it just triggers something in the brain and you want it. But over time, you become stronger at resisting those temptations, so that some of those things that used to be so, oh my God, they're so triggering for you, just don't even look that appetizing anymore. But you have to start by feeding the body nutritionally dense whole foods that will help to reprogram your taste buds. And you have to go through a process of getting off the simple processed sugars and caffeine, because those things will keep you in a perpetual cycle of craving them. Because like I said, Your brain loves some sugar. Your brain goes happy. So every time you eat sugar, your brain releases those happy hormones. And that's going to keep you trapped. Okay? You don't want to be trapped. You want to be free and healthy. I'm Dr. Del Millers, and may the best of you. Well, before I say that, I have a Facebook group. I know I've said this all the time. I said in all my videos, I've had a new Facebook group, The Lifestyle Cure. And I'd love for you to come join us, because these are the kind of conversations I like to have and I facilitate. I like to hear your feedback. So let me know what you're thinking, what's going on with you, what's going on with your health, and be a part of the conversation, join the conversation. You can also sign up to have a conversation with me directly, have a phone conversation with me directly. I don't work with everyone. I don't talk to everyone because I don't have time to talk to everyone. So I have some criteria for the people I talk to. And you must really be in a place where you really want to make a difference in your life. You really want to make a difference in your health. And you really have some big goals that you want to accomplish. I help people with big problems find big solutions to those problems. So those are the people I work with. And if you're trying to lose 10 pounds, I'm not your guy, because that's easy to do if you're willing to follow the plan. Now, if you're trying to lose 100 pounds, now there's a challenge. It's doable. I've had clients who've done that in a year, but it's a challenge. I like a challenge, and I like people who have big goals, because big goals will transform your life. And I'm in the business of transforming lives. When you transform your health, you will transform your life. I guarantee it. So join my Facebook group, The Lifestyle Cure. Sign up for a free call with me, personalfitness.com. I've got all kinds of stuff there. Check it out. Until then, see you next time. I'm Dr. Del Millers. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Talk soon.